How to start a successful digital marketing agency in less than 20 minutes. What's up everybody, my name is Jordan, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys how exactly step by step how to start a digital marketing agency in 2020 and years to come. I know there's a whole entire pandemic going on, the whole COVID stuff, and people are trying to figure out new ways to make some money. Well, in my opinion, I think the best way to make money and basically the freedom that you're actually looking for is by having an online business. Now, I've been having my digital marketing agency for almost 2 years now, and a little bit about me. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Jordan Lee. I've been able to start and scale my digital marketing agency without any prior marketing experience or tech skills, starting from ground zero, nothing at all, and scaled it up to a six-figure agency within a year. And so now we're approaching. In this month, we're actually going to do really well, even though with the whole still COVID stuff going on, and we continue to increase our revenues every single month. So if you are looking to start a digital marketing agency, then hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, because this channel is what it's all about. I use this platform to basically share my knowledge, my mistakes, my journey with you guys, so that you can hopefully cut the learning curve and start your own agency. Now, I've documented most of my journey, my agency journey, since I started from nearly zero, and I documented to all the way up to now, which we are now at six figures. We are currently above 10K per month consistently. So if you guys want, go through my videos, go through my channel, learn how to start and scale your digital marketing agency. But if you want to get more of an in-depth training, I do have a 80-minute webinar training where I teach you my 3 systems on how I've been able to scale my agency quickly within that year. That link is in the description below. But furthermore, let's get started with the video now. I'm going to jump in on showing you guys how we can start your digital marketing agency today in less than 20 minutes. All right. So let's go ahead, and don't time me on that 20 minutes. I might go a little bit over because I tend to try to give as much value as possible, but I'm going to try and stay within that frame. All right. So I'm going to get a pen here, and I wrote some notes. The first thing you need when it comes to starting a successful digital marketing agency is you need to have a niche, okay? Oh, geez, this is chicken scratch. All right, guys, so the first thing you're going to need is a niche, all right? So a niche is basically who you plan on delivering your service to, who you actually want to work with, right? Do you want to work with, mom and pop shops? Do you want to work with affluent niches where you're working with professionals, you're working with lawyers, you're working with cosmetic surgeons, plastic surgeons, dentists, or do you want to be working with e-com business? So it's really important that you figure that out as early as possible, because when you figure out your niche and you start getting results, it's going to be a lot easier to replicate that results for that same niche. So every time you onboard a new business, like for a fact that you can get results, and so you're going to come off as more confident. Your client's going to be more confident in you, and you're going to be able to close that deal a lot easier. And also, even more importantly, you're going to be able to retain that client for a much longer period of time, right? So it's really important that you niche down. I've basically found my niche in that legal space. It's a tough, competitive niche, but I think every niche is considered competitive, whatever. But as long as you can get results for that niche, it doesn't matter if it's competitive, it doesn't matter if it's saturated, whatever you want to call it. But as long as you get results, that's all that matters, because it's going to be that much easier to get results, get testimonials, get case studies, and then onboard more clients. Now, some of you guys might be beginners watching this video, and you're saying, I don't know my niche yet. I don't know what I feel comfortable, what I can get results for, or I don't have any results, right? If you're a beginner with digital marketing, you're just starting out and you haven't figured out your niche yet, then it's okay to not be specific. You don't have to say, all right, I'm new, but I'm going to go after just dentists, right? You want to have, you kind of want to brainstorm and put together a few niches together. That way, you have an idea of who you want to work with. And when you are brainstorming, you want to think about these things. Number one, what are you most familiar with, right? What are you most knowledgeable about, right? What do you know most about? And another really good one is, what do you have connections to, right? So it's really important as a beginner when you're first starting out is to get as much experience as possible, right? At the beginning, it doesn't really matter what niche you're working with. It doesn't matter what you're doing, really. It's really to just get the ball rolling. And so think about, friends or family who have connections to a business that may be interested in your services, and you could, offer your service at a discount or a free trial or whatever you feel comfortable with offering. And so you could do that. And that way you can start figuring out your niche. All right, we did, when I first started out, I started in the chiropractor niche, right? Didn't work out too well for me. And so I could probably get better results now. But at the time when I was just, trying to niche down, I was just working with multiple businesses, multiple niches, and figuring out what I like, what I don't like, and then what I'm good at, right? It comes down to, can you get results? So once you find your niche, or figure out your niche, I should say, then, you're going to be able to replicate your results a lot easier. And then you can just focus on getting results for that niche and being the superstar, for that specific type of business, right? So the second thing you're going to need when starting a, digital marketing agency is outreach methods. Okay. So, now you know your niche, you have specified what type of niches you want to go after. You brainstorm, you have a list of 5 to 10 niches that you want to go after, right? Now you need to figure out how you're going to reach out to these businesses, right? Right, to get them to be interested in your services so you can start getting compensated for your service. So you need to think about how you're going to reach out to these business owners, how you're going to get in contact with them, and then how you're going to be able to get them to be interested in your services enough to give you a chance to, run ads for their business, because this is, they get a lot of marketers and marketing companies who reach out all the time, that, promises them the world and stuff like that and don't deliver results. That's coming from someone who is in a competitive niche. So, your niche might not be as competitive, but nonetheless, you can still make it work. So, at the beginning, you may do cold emails, you may be doing cold calls, you may be doing LinkedIn, you may be, reaching out to family and friends, trying to get referrals and stuff like that. Whatever your outreach methods is, you need to think about that. One thing, my tip for you is to figure out where your prospects are hanging out on the internet, right? Because it's a digital marketing agency, we want to be able to figure out or be able to do our outreach through the internet as well. There are people that go to, networking events and stuff like that, and that's totally another thing you can do. You can join, I believe it's called BNI groups. It's basically a business. It's where businesses network and stuff like that. And you can go and network and figure out what people would be interested in advertising with you on the internet, right? So think about outreach methods. Figure out where your prospects are hanging out online, and then reach out. If you're confident in yourself, you can offer your services at a price. I normally charge anywhere between $1,000 to $2,500 per month on just the management side. That doesn't include the ad spend. The ad spend is completely separate. That is charged directly by whatever service you plan on using, right? So I don't charge ad spend. That is completely separate, and the client is responsible for paying that directly to whatever vendor you're using, right? So if you're a beginner and you don't have, case studies, and you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel confident selling yourself or whatever it may be, offer your services at a discount, right? $500, that's easy sell. Or even a free trial, 2-week trial. And after the 2-week trial is up and you've gotten these clients great results, then you're going to be able to land them as a new client, because it doesn't make sense, right? If you're able to get your clients results and get them new business, it makes sense for them to continue your services, right? So offer a 2 week trial, discounted price, whatever, and tell the business owner, if I'm able to get you results, then we can move forward. Talk about moving forward. Another tip for you guys is that you always want to, if you do plan on offering your service at a discounted price or some type of free trial, then I always recommend that you have them agree with you that you're doing this in exchange for some type of testimonial, preferably a video testimonial. If you can get a client or a prospect to hop on video and say, Jordan did this and that, I would highly recommend him to other plastic surgeons for marketing, right? That is huge for you and your business and your brand, because now you can take that testimonial and show it to other similar businesses. And that's why it goes back to niches, why it's so important to niche down as soon as possible, because once you start getting 3, 4, 5 video testimonials for, let's say, a plastic surgeon, right? Now you can take those 5 testimonials and show it to other plastic surgeons, and those plastic surgeons can be like, oh wow, this guy has credibility. I'm going to give it a shot, give it a try. Let's do it, right? So that's why it's important to niche down, and that's how you're going to do your outreach methods and figure that out, right? So the next thing you need to do here is have your onboarding process. Right, so once you niche down, your businesses that you want to work with, you reached out to them, and you got a couple business owners who are interested in you and they want to give you a shot. Then now you need to work on your onboarding process, right? So that includes sending out the proposal, sending out a contract, collecting payments, and setting that payment up to recurring, so that way it automatically charges that credit card every single month to make sure that you get paid on time for your delivering the service. So as far as onboarding process goes, whenever we have a prospect turn into a client with us, we normally will send a proposal through DocuSign or HelloSign to the client for them to sign online. Everything's done via online. They can just sign the contract online. The credit card authorization form and everything is in our proposal. Once they sign that back, we start processing everything, the payments, and then we start setting up their campaign. And then that's when we start delivering our service, right? So the next thing here, next up would be delivery of service. Okay. So hopefully the onboarding process, it shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, as long as you have the proposals and stuff in place, then you should be able to send that out. Send that to the client, they sign it, get that back, process the payment, and then you start working on your service. So the service, you can break it down to a variety of things. In digital marketing, it's a variety of services that you can offer. You can offer email marketing. You can offer the top things that digital marketers offer is lead generation, and that comes down to Facebook ads, Google ads. You can do SEO to generate leads. So it really comes down to what type of service you want to deliver. So you need to figure that out, and you don't have to be an expert at it. You don't need to feel like you're a guru and expert at the service you're delivering. When I started out, I didn't have any marketing experience. I had no idea about Facebook ads, nothing about Google ads, nothing about YouTube ads, zero, right? I didn't go to school for marketing or anything like that. So don't feel like you have to be an expert in something in order for you to deliver results, right? That's why we're offering the free trial. That's why we're building up our portfolio. That's why we're trying to get more experience, right? As long as you're putting 100% into delivering the service, then that's all that matters. If you're just starting out, of course. Now, obviously, guys, I don't recommend you just go out without any experience, no knowledge about ads at ever. Never set up a test campaign and just go out and try to test your skills with other clients' money. That's not what I'm recommending. Definitely get familiar with the platforms, get familiar on how to use Facebook ads, Google ads, or whatever you plan on delivering. Get familiar with that. Take a quick course on it, whatever it is. Facebook offers a quick rundown course on how to run Facebook ads. So does Google. They have Google certifications and stuff like that. And you can find you could you could do a quick Google search, YouTube search on delivering service and stuff like that. But I don't recommend, you going out there just empty-handed and trying to get clients to pay you to get results from them, right? That's not what I'm recommending at all. Definitely do your homework, feel somewhat comfortable to go out and get results, because that is the goal, guys. But by no means, you don't have to be an expert at it. When I first started out, I was not an expert. I did Facebook ads for the chiropractor, got great results, and then results eventually burned out due to ad fatigue. At the time, I didn't know what ad fatigue was, but now I do. So yeah, guys, just learn from it. Once you get some experience, you're going to be more comfortable, more confident to charge for your services, and then that's when you get more testimonials. You'll be able to niche down more and be able to close clients a lot easier. It's really a snowball effect. And so it's really important to just really get that ball rolling. And once that snowball effect kicks in, your agency is going to start scaling. So it's going to start off, slow, because obviously you don't know what you're doing. You're trying to get over your first 1 to 3 client hump. Once you get over that hump, you have your systems in place. You know what your marketing agency is doing. You know what you're doing, how to get results and stuff like that. And that's when your agency is going to really scale. So don't give up. You got to keep going and keep that ball rolling pretty much. All right, so we had delivery of service. We talked about that. Now, once we have that client, right, we're delivering our service. So we have our niche. We've done our outreach to get new clients. We're onboarding our new clients. We're delivering our service. Now we need to focus on reporting to them and communicating with them. So it's really important that, as a small business owner, at the beginning, you want to be communicating with your clients as much as possible. And I'm not saying you have to be a pest. You don't have to be annoying or anything like that. But generally, every 2 to 4 weeks is good. Bi-weekly or monthly reporting is great. Just checking in real quick with your clients to see how they're doing with the leads that you're generating them. You're sending them a reporting. Hey, this is what I've done for you. This is how many leads we brought. This is how much you invested. Just some type of communication, so that way you are on, you're just in touching base with your clients. Clients love that, right? You're not just ghosting them and taking their money, right? And it's good to, not only it's good to obviously deliver great results, but it's also good to communicate with your clients and just be in the back of clients' minds, so that when you are delivering the service, they're much more likely to refer your services to their friends and similar business owners, right? If you're working with the dentist and you get them great results, chances are they're probably going to know other dentists that need your services, right? So they're going to be much more likely to refer you. So just reporting, communicating. You can send them Christmas cards, birthday cards, whatever it is. As a small business owner, it's really important to stay in touch with your clients, right? Let them know that you actually care about their success, about their service, and ultimately helping their business grow, right? That's what's really most important, is to show that you actually care. All right, so so I'll probably add. I don't even know how to add that. Okay, fine. Okay, let's do that. Show your clients that you actually care, right? Because that is one of the most important things with human beings, I guess. All right, so that's reporting and communicating. Now, the last thing, guys, this is the last thing that you need for your digital marketing agency, and this right here is what it's going to get your agency to scale, right? Once you have these systems in place, now you know what your niche is, you know where your prospects are hanging on the internet, you know how to land new clients with your outreach methods, your onboarding process, you have that down. Simply, when you have your sales team close new client, they sending out the proposal, and collecting the payments and all of that, that's handled. Your service of delivery, you're confident in delivering your service to this niche that you've been able to niche down after 3 to 5. The first 3 to 5 niches might have not worked out too well, but now you have niched down, you've gotten testimonials, you have case studies to show, and you're confident that you can deliver your service. You have a couple clients under your belt. You might have about 3 to 5 clients at this point. and now you're ready to really scale and get your agency up to 6 figures, right? And by the way, once you're at about 5 clients, I mean, you're pretty close to already a 6-figure agency, depending on how much you're charging. On average, I charge about $1,500 every single month for my management fees. And let's say if you have 5 clients, that's about $7,500 per month. In order to make $100,000 a year, you need to be making $8,333 every single month. So let's say we're charging $1,500, right? You can charge anywhere from $1,500 to $5,000 per month, depending on the type of niche you're working in, and how much they're spending on ads, right? So the more money you make your business, the more you can justify for your services, the way you price your services, right? So at $8,333, and let's say we're charging an average $1,500 for our services. You would need about 5.5 clients. So let's say you pretty much only need about 5 to 6 clients to have your 6-figure agency. If you're charging $2,000, you only need about 4 to 5 clients, right? So the last thing that you need in your agency is automation. This is so important, guys, because once you can automate your agency, that's when you're going to be able to scale it. Imagine being able to automate your outreach methods, right? You don't have to manually call people. You don't have to manually send out emails and message people and things like that. You can just literally automate this part, and you're sending out thousands of outreach messages to your potential clients, right? And so now that's automated. Now you have now you're filling up your calendar, your pipeline with prospects who are interested and actually want to work with your services on automation, right? You don't have to think about that. And obviously now either you or your sales team just hop on that call to sales client. You already have your calendar booked, filled up with people who want to work with you. And so now once you start closing them, you have an onboarding process that's automated. And so now you're pretty much just collecting checks and money on automation. You're just waking up and collecting money, right? So once you have that, you can also automate your delivery of service. Now for myself, I'm good at what I do. It doesn't require that much of my time for generating leads for my clients. So I actually deliver the service myself, and that's how I'm actually I guess qualified to teach this stuff, to teach how to deliver service to clients and stuff like that. A lot of people do teach you to white label. I mean, a lot of courses teach you to white label. I don't think you need to buy a course to learn how to delegate the service of delivery to someone else. But in my course, I do teach you how to deliver the service. But that's optional, guys. You can also automate this. You can white label this. You can outsource it. You can delegate it to someone who can deliver that service for you, right? Now, I don't have this automated. Like I said, I do deliver it myself. Just because I know what I'm doing, it doesn't take up that much of my time, and you get to keep more of the profit. Now, eventually, I'm going to have to automate this if I want to be able to focus on other things. If I want to free up my time, I'll be able to. And all I gotta do is automate that. And then obviously this you can automate. What was that? You're going to be able to automate this pretty easily. You can just have a VA, just create a custom report and then just send it out to your clients, every 2 weeks or every month, right? So that's automation, right? You got to have systems in place if you want to be able to grow your business. Take any fast food chain, for example, or any big business, for example, right? Let's take McDonald's, right? You have the cashier, that's automated. Someone's collecting checks for you, right? Doing the orders, delivering, punching in, the orders and collecting money, right? Then you have someone making French fries. You got someone making the burgers. You got the cooks. You got the drive-through window person. You got the host, the waiters, whatever it is, right? Those are all systems, right? And you need to have those systems in place if you want to have a successful running business, right? Imagine if you're working your business at McDonald's and you're doing everything. You're doing the cashier, you're cooking the French fries, you're delivering the food at the window, at the tables, you're greeting people as a host at the door. You're cooking, chances are you're gonna get burned out, and that business isn't gonna last long. And that's why most people quit, right? And you don't want to quit. You want to keep that ball rolling. And at the beginning, it's not gonna be easy. At the beginning, you're probably gonna have to do a little bit of everything. But as soon as possible, as soon as you can, once you get your first 1 to 3 clients, and you can start automating, let's just say 1 outreach method. That's better than 0 outreach method, right? If you can just automate the service of delivery, for example, and you want to focus on the outreach method, that's fine. But the point here, the goal here is to automate, little by little until your whole agency is entirely automated, so that you can focus on growing your agency instead of working in your agency, right? You don't want you starting up this business not to be a slave in it. You're building this business so that you can have time, location, and financial freedom, and that is done with the last step, and that's called automation. All right, so hopefully this video is super helpful to you guys. I would really appreciate it if you give it a big thumbs up, give it a subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you're trying to start and scale your own agency. Comment below what your thoughts are. Let me know if I'm missing anything. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm more than happy to answer any of your questions or concerns. But other than that, I have a private Facebook group. Links in the description if you want to connect with myself, other individuals, other digital marketers all around the world. And I have free resources for you to download in the announcement tab. Just click on the announcement tab. You'll be able to download some resources for your agency. Other than that, I got a free webinar training. Links in the description. 80 minutes, free in-depth training on my systems. And that will be very helpful to you guys. So hopefully this video is helpful. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.